Hello and welcome to the first Mars Truck Series race on NLR Network. Right now we're following Wesley Triplett as he tries to come back up and catch Brandon Puffenbarger. Brandon Puffenbarger has the fast lap of practice. Wesley's right on his tail though. It's almost time. They got it up 2 minutes before qualifying. And bear with me because I've never done this before. But we're all excited. Drivers are excited. I'm excited. And I hope you're excited. We've got a track temp of about 76 degrees. Let me double check that really fast. Let's see. 67 degrees in the air, 72 on the track. So we should have a lot of grip for these drivers tonight. Wesley is the only driver on track. And I am so excited. I'm excited to see the new drivers tonight. I'm excited to see some of the guys that were here last year and see what they can do with the fresh season ahead of them. Just real quick, returning from last year, the names I recognize, we've got Brandon Puffenbarger, Wesley Triplett, Austin Smith, Cameron Combs, Corey Crowell, Jarrett Lauder, Brendan Stubbs, Alex Campbell, Michael Smith, Gary Donnellan, Wayne Garland, Caleb McKinney, Joshua Niels, and let's see, new guys are Aldolfo Castillo, Jeremy Carter, and Casey Gross. Jeremy, I think, was with us last year, or last season, sorry. But I talked to some drivers before the race to see what they were thinking coming into tonight. First guy I want to talk about is Austin Smith. Just right now, going off of a fresh season, I think that Austin is going to win the championship. As Wesley and Alex get together big time. Hopefully that doesn't happen tonight. I do not know if they still have their Fraster pair. I need to ask really fast. We'll just pop that down and take that off to the side. Who's going out first? Aldolfo looks like he's going to be the first one to qualify this season. Anyways, back to Austin. So, yeah, if I had to pick one guy, I'm going to pick Austin. The reason I did is because he was fast every single week last season. It just seemed like something always happened. Either he got into a wreck or burnt his tires a little too quick, didn't make the right decision on pit road. I think this year he's going to put everything together and get him a championship. I talked to him before the race, if I could ever find it. I asked him, I said, do you have any goals this season? Staying out of trouble to get better finishes. Also, we all know you have the speed to win the championship. What are you going to do to make it happen? Austin said, I definitely want to be more patient this year and try not to push it into situations I should be let in. Consistency and good finishes through the year. Stop the mindset I have to win and be happy with the top three. So with that end, if he can get a top three and he can really have that mindset, I think he'll win the championship. If we get to talk to him after every race this season, he'll have it in the bag. Another guy we talked to was Alex Campbell, and we'll pull him here in a minute. We talked to Corey Crowell. I asked him what he was looking forward to getting back into the trucks this season. And he just said he was happy to be racing again with a good group of guys and continuing to build this family. He's a great dude. All these guys are great people. I've been a part of a lot of leagues, and racing with them last season was definitely the most fun I've ever had in a league setting. So I'm excited to see where it goes. Cameron Combs is, what does that say? 6/100ths of a second faster. So it's looking like him and Wesley are going to be on the front row for now. I'm waiting for some more people to get out here and qualify. They have 10 minutes to qualify in this series. And then one thing that's new for this year is no more faster pairs. No more faster pairs, and we got one set of green, white, checkered. So I personally think that's a good idea. Without the faster pair, hopefully, people will think a little bit more before they send it into a turn and take out somebody else. And I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes. Wesley's still on track. No, he's just driving around. Let's go watch Alex. This is Alex's second lap. On his first lap, he ran 3/10 or almost 4/10 slow. Looks like he's trying to wrap that blue line. Comes out, has a good arc. Gets on the turf a little bit there. Let's see where that puts him. Shoots him up to third place. He's only a 10th behind Cameron. Very nice run for Alex Campbell. Here comes Austin Smith. This is on his second lap as well. And I'm not seeing a time for him. There he is. Shoots up all the way to P2. Only 4/100ths behind Cameron Combs. So it looks like our board's a little messed up. Just give it a minute. What I'm showing is Cameron Combs in first, Austin Smith in second, then Wesley Triplett, then Alex Campbell, Gary Donnellan. It's going to be tough. Where is Puffenbarger? Tell you what, we'll go watch Caleb McKinney qualify. Corey, I just saw your YouTube comment, man. I'm just as excited as y'all are. I appreciate the opportunity. Here comes Brandon. This is going to be his first lap here. We've had 12 guys qualify so far. They have... something's wrong with our ticker here. I don't know quite how much time they have left. It's showing about 5.5 minutes. We'll have to wait and see when we get a little bit closer. Brandon shoots up to 10 on his first lap. Here comes his second lap here. He's coming to the stripe. Looks like he didn't get quite down to that blue stripe, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. And across the line, second place. He takes it from Austin. So up front, we have a good group of guys to start race one of this season. As now he's... There he goes. I thought he was just going to chill. Again, I don't know what's going on with the little driver info screen. That was not correct. That was Brandon that we were just watching. Here comes Jared out on track. Let's go on a ride with him. Jarrett has one of my favorite paint schemes in this league. Comes, swings it out. Looks like he's trying to bring as much speed as he can into the second lap. It's right on that blue line, right up next to the wall. All the way down. He had a little bit of a moment there, but I don't think it's really going to matter all that much. Right now he's sitting in 13th. But I think most of these guys are doing second lap hot laps, so we'll have to see. He doesn't get quite as low as he wants to there. Brings it out nice and wide, coming to the stripe. And Jarrett sitting on the pole. He comes in and runs 2 100ths faster than Cameron Holmes, and late he swoops it away from him. So what I'm showing on my other screen is we have about a minute and a half left before this race. So about a minute and a half, and then the timer will be up. And that is awesome. You know what? I talked to Jarrett pre-race, and he was talking about he didn't feel all that comfortable coming into this race. And so it was nice to see him. Hold on just a sec. I'm super happy to see him sitting up on the pole right now. Let's pull him in real quick. Actually, I don't want to, you know, something happened and then it'd be my fault that he didn't get the pole. So we're just going to wait. So one cool part about this league is looks like their race control is filling them in on everything right now. Talking about the fast repair. So again, this league usually, or in the past, has had a fast repair if they get involved in an accident. That is no more. So they've got to be really careful with the moves that they're making. Take that into consideration. You know, one wrong move now can ruin your race. Last year, you had a little bit of a buffer there. Another thing that's cool about this series is they have a choose cone. So for today, the choose cone is going to be at the start-finish line. If you're underneath the white or blue line, you are choosing the bottom. If you are not, you're electing to go up top. So that'll be fun to watch. As it looks like everybody's gridding. There we go. All right, well, let's look at our starting grid. Looks like our starting grid is going to be Jarrett Larder starting first, Cameron Combs, Brandon Puffenbarger, Austin Smith, Wesley Triplett, Alex Campbell, Gary Donnellan, Joshua Neal, Caleb McKinney, Aldolfo Castillo, Michael Smith, Jeremy Carter, Corey Crowell, Wayne Garland, Brennan Stubbs, and Casey Gross. And if I'm remembering correctly, I think Jarrett won the first race of Season 2, so he's starting off really good. Let's see if we can't get him real quick. Jarrett, this is Nate up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, I was just telling everybody. I was talking to you before the race, and you said you were a little uneasy, and then you put it on pole. How'd you do it?
Man, that's coming from talking to you before the race, just giving me a little bit of advice on that, on wrapping the apron. I can't believe that happened. That's the fastest I ever ran here.
Well, man, I'm happy you put it up on the pole. I was telling everybody, I couldn't remember. Didn't you win the first race last season?
Yeah, at Iowa.
Yep. So you're starting right where you started off last year, man. We're pulling for you today. Hope you do good.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Hopefully I can go win the first race again this season.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
Yeah, thanks.
Another guy we talked to before the race was Alex Campbell. He just barely missed the playoffs. Let's see if we can't get in here and talk to him about it. Alex, this is Nate up in the booth. You got a copy?
Roger, gotcha.
Hey, man, I was talking to you a little bit before the race about missing the playoffs last year. Do you have any plans this year to maybe be in those 12 guys that get in?
Just gonna try and complete all the laps and not get caught up in any mess. Try to drive clean and stay out of trouble.
I think that sounds like a pretty good plan, man. Well, let's see. Where are you starting? You rolling off fifth today?
Sixth.
Sixth. All right. Well, best of luck to you. Try and stay out of trouble, and we hope to talk to you at the end of the race.
10-4. Good luck up there. Have fun.
Thanks, man.
Hope we put on a good show.
All right, we're coming to green. I hoped to pull a little bit more. I wanted to talk to Austin and Corey, but we ran out of time. But we got a whole season. So here we come, coming to green. Jarrett's going to lead them here. And who I'm excited. The pace car's off. Looks like he's going to get a little push from Puff here in the beginning. There it is, and they're green. Great start from Jarrett and Brandon on the inside. Looks like Austin's going to... Maybe Austin and Cameron are going to try and make that stick up top. Jarrett goes up to cover him. Leaves it open for Brandon. Brandon's going to get inside of him here. Oh, Cameron in the wall. Cameron in the wall hard. Does the caution come out? Are we still green? We're still green here. That is not good news for Cameron coming off. He's qualified so quick. In turn 4 of lap 1, he gets thrown into the wall. Let's go back. Good Lord, he hit that wall hard. And now Jarrett's off the track. What happened to Jarrett? All right, hold on a minute. Brandon's in the lead. Wesley's in second. Then you got Gary, Austin Smith, Caleb McKinney, and Jarrett went off the track. Oh, let's go back here and see what happened. So it looks like he might have been a little loose. Him and Austin Smith touch. He goes all the way down. And then I think he was good. Cameron is in pit lane. And here we are live. Again, we're having some problems with the time. It's not qualifying. We are racing. All right, hopefully that'll fix us up here in a minute. Looks like Brandon's got a pretty good lead. That clean air is helping him out. Let's go back to second place and watch this battle against Wesley and Gary. Got Wesley on the bottom, Gary up top, Austin behind him. Austin's going to go up top and give Gary a little bit of a push arrow. Man, what a crazy start. And it looks like Austin's going to be rolling that top for now. Let's go take a ride with him. All right, looks like Gary's going to go up top. Give Austin a lane inside. Is he just letting him by? He might just be letting him by here. Nope, they're side by side. Looks like we're still focused on Cameron back here. Nothing really happening. Austin Smith looks like he's going to secure the pass here. Gets that arrow in front of Gary. Is Gary going to give him a little nudge here? All right, hold on a minute. We've got 104 laps tonight. Right now they're on lap 9. Sorry, I hate to do that, but with what's going on right now on our other show, I'm trying to get it all figured out. Just bear with me. We're having some problems with SDK here. But anyways, it looks like Brandon's built about a half-second lap on Austin here. Let's go on further back, see if we can't find anything happening. Cameron's still going into the pit lanes. Look like he's trying to fix some damage. So, like we were talking about early on, that not having that fast repair really puts him in a hard place early on in this race. Alex Campbell looks like he's trying to make some moves back there. Whoa. Wesley might have blinked a little bit. All right, the gap looks good. Looks like our big mover this race is Brendan Stubbs. He's up in 7th place. Running the Mars scheme. He's battling one of the new drivers, Adolfo Castillo. This will give us a good look to see how Adolfo drives. And if you hear a bunch of clicking around, I'm doing everything I can trying to get the laps to show instead of the time. Just bear with me here. I apologize, guys. I don't know what the problem is. We're on lap 15 right now. Lap 15 of 104. As Brennan, looks like Adolfo did get in front of him. Not for long, though. Brennan Stubbs gets on the inside of that quarter panel. When we get a caution flag, I'm going to exit out of the live timing. They're rubbing a little bit and hope that that helps us out a little bit. Brandon Puffenbarger's now a second ahead of everybody. But this looks like the best battle for right now. Let's go watch it from Caleb's cockpit. Ooh, they were close. They hit. Again, to everybody watching, I'm sorry we don't have the lap time or the lap number. I can keep you updated. We're on lap 18 of 104. 18 of 104. And real quick, I'm gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and try. I'm gonna try and get this fixed. Just bear with me. Again, I apologize, but I can't do this without a lap time. It's just bad. So right now we're riding along with Caleb McKinney. He's in a battle for 8th here. He's got Castillo up in front of him. And the streaming software decided to go kaplunk. So just hang in there, please. I apologize. As I'm trying to get this reset as we speak. So the overlay, the ticker, is frozen. It is not accurate right now. Right now we are on lap 22 of 104. Lap 22 of 104. Now let's go to a different view. Again, this is your battle for 7th. This is a 3-car battle for 7th place. Looks like Combs is going to get to the back bumper of McKinney. Where does he go? Does he go high, go low? I think he's just trying to search for clean air, and he found it there. But how much quicker is that bottom line? Looks like they have a little bit too much tire left to be running that top and have any advantage. All right, this battle looks like it's been pretty, well, right when I say that, we've got some 2-wide action. It looks like Aldolfo ran out of tire. Cameron and Caleb are going to make a pass on him here. Let's just see what happens here in turn 1 and 2. Yep, they're going to start pulling away. Oh, he's getting a little loose out of the turn. Let's go up and check on the leaders. Looks like Austin's making a little bit of headway. And our timing is about halfway done loading. Again, I apologize. Just bear with me. Looks like Wesley's getting a little bit antsy behind Austin Smith, trying to get in front of him. They've only got about 12 gallons of fuel now, so they can't make a full fuel run. They've got to be getting pretty close as Wesley jumps to the inside of Austin here. If he can get even of him, get close to that quarter panel, Looks like he had to back out of it, and Austin's flying up top. Austin has a great run, actually. And it looks like he's brought that gap down to about 4 car lengths. It's just a matter of how close they get in the pit. We're now on lap 27 of 104. One of the topics of conversation over today was if they were going to have green flag stops. And I think we've got our question answered. Didn't have one caution throughout the first run. That's really good for the first race of the season. As I say that, I just heard a car get into the wall. Ooh, it's Alex. Alex Campbell's up in the wall. He's back, though. He's back up to speed. Because we're going to stick with this top 3 battle. Wesley's going to shoot the inside again. But it looks like Austin's hanging strong. If these two can stay together, I think they can catch Brandon. And I'm hoping that when we get this SDK back up, it works. Wesley is so close to getting up to Austin. Austin just gets too much of a run off the turn. Wesley can't quite get up to that quarter panel. They got to be getting close. Yep. Here we got 2 cars coming into pits. Austin, Brandon. It looks like nobody else is going to follow suit. No one else is following suit. Let's go back up. We've got Wesley here. Let's see what Wesley does. Now that he has that clean air, he might want to stay out for a lap or 2. It just depends on how much fuel he has. Now, the first 2 are Austin and Brandon to pit. And here comes Wesley right now. Gary's coming with him. And they're going to get a whole slew of people. Looks like all the way back to Alex comes into pit this time by. We've got 4 or 5 more cars that are coming in. How fast can they get in and out? Can they beat? Can they beat Austin and Brandon back out? There's Jarrett. Jarrett just got off of pit road. I'm interested to see how much that extra lap gives them. Looks like everybody's going for 4 tires and a fuel tank of gas. Corey has a great stop. And there they are right there. Passing them right now going into 1 and 2 is Austin and Brandon. So pitting that 1 lap early, so look how much it gave them. That, and they both had really good pit entries. So 82 scoots up a little bit, doesn't give them a whole lot of room. Again, I know that the scoring card, or the scoring chart, the ticker's off. I'm trying to get it fixed right now as we speak. And this has become a 2-truck race. They've got 5 seconds before third place. And we're not even halfway through this race yet. So, you know, with how long these races are, you never quite know what's going to happen. One slip up, one of these cars gets into the wall. Well, they don't have a fast repair anymore, so you never just know. You just never know what's going to happen. All right, we've got our timing pulled back up. And again, it just does not want to work. I hate that this happens. I even did a practice race today to make sure everything was good. Oh, we had it for a second. I think we're back. We're in business, finally. If you stayed, thank you for staying. You finally have something to look at. I appreciate it. Hoo-wee. There you go. Lap 36 of 104. The only thing that isn't working right now is the logos, but it could be worse. Like, this is part of the race, just getting the broadcast to work. I am so sorry. All right, let's get focused here. We got Brandon and Austin, and then 5 seconds back. 5 seconds back is the rest of everybody, with Jeremy Carter leading them. But with that being said, I mean, even if you look at the laps, the fastest last time by was Corey, and he's about 0.2 of a second. But overall, it looks like these top two guys are about 2 to 4 tenths faster than this group of guys right here every time. So they are just pulling away. I'm wondering if they're getting a little bit too much side by side as Corey tries to pass Wesley. Wesley gets a big run. Makes you wonder if Jeremy slipped up. Wesley's going to complete that pass. Corey's going to try and go with him. And then he's going to tuck back in. Now Corey goes to pass Wesley. Wesley's going to ride up top. He's going to get a big run off of turn 4 here. And they're 2 by 2, and I hate to say it, that gap's increased all the way to 7 seconds. They're sitting here racing side by side. They're losing about 2 or 3 tenths a second, or 2 or 3 tenths a lap, excuse me. Also, it's giving all these cars a chance to catch up. Alex is going to catch back up to this group, and after that, it looks like it's going to be a while. All right, let's go back up and watch Wesley here for a second. It looks like he's starting to make a move. He is making a move. Goes on the inside. Again, if Corey can stay out of the wall here, he's going to have a great run off of turn 3 and 4. I guess it really just depends. Oh, we lost Wesley. There he is. These guys are doing a whole lot of racing early. And this 84 car is a lap car. That's Wayne Garland. Wayne Garland's a lap down in 15th place, and he's really slowing this group down. So, I don't know what I'd do if I was that group of guys. There's a car coming out of pit road. Let's go up here and let's check on Brandon and Austin. It's about a second gap. We've got Gary back here in 5th place. And I mean, just look at that. Your top 5 is 8 seconds apart, as Wesley and Gary are going back and forth now. Thank you for all your support, Larry. I greatly appreciate it. And somebody a lot smarter than me probably would have had it figured out in just a few minutes, but it took me a long time. That's okay, though. And Wesley's getting a lot of screen time. I don't know how I feel about all this. He does have a really nice car, though. Alex is back there battling. Who is that? Gary? Yep. Looks like Wesley's going to try and make a pass here. No, he's just stuck behind that 84 car of Wayne. Now, Wayne is in the lucky dog position here. And backhand, man, you got to feel for Cameron Combs. He's 14. No, excuse me. How many laps is he? He's about 13 laps down. So, gosh, you hate it. And his last lap was a 30.7. So he's found speed. It's just he's got to have cautions. So if he doesn't get caution laps, it's going to be a bust for Cameron tonight. But like I was saying, I don't think I've ever seen a league race ever, no matter what league, have 0 cautions. I think the best we've done in Mars is 1, if I'm correct. Maybe had 1 or 2 races that went green. There you go, 84 passing Corey here. There they go. Looks like they both got past Wayne here. Gary and Alex are behind him. Maybe they can suck up. Ooh, Alex in the wall. Hopefully that didn't mess with him too bad. So people are starting to watch that top lane. Let's go over to Alex and see what he's doing. He's running a little bit high. And Jarrett, your pole sitter, is running back in 13th right now. I wonder if he doesn't have a little bit of damage. Him and Michael Smith are sitting right here next to each other. And does anybody have anything for Brandon Puffenbarger? As he is still in the lead. Oh, looks like Wayne got back in front of Corey. Corey might be getting a little frustrated here. Let's ride along with him. Because again, they started to make a little bit of time on the leaders, but they're getting stuck racing side by side with an Outcast Racing League car. And take a look in his rearview mirror and guess what college Corey likes. Oh, just when I was talking about him, he's coming down pit road here. Is the pit window open? Looks like it's a little early. It's lap 53, so, I mean, he's about halfway here. Oh, maybe he's trying something different, trying to quick pit everybody. Because I don't think anybody else is gone. Brandon's still out here. Let's see what he does here. There goes Corey. So it looks like he's just one lap down, maybe. Yeah, he just went one lap down. And here comes Jarrett. So again, Corey is in 12th place right now, but he's the first car that's pitted. So let's see how much time he can gain on everybody. Oh yeah, look at how fast he is now. Alex is keeping up with him pretty good though. So I'm wondering, let's see what kind of lap time he runs here, and we'll be able to tell how much he's gaining on everybody. I mean, he was sitting there stuck behind a lap car. He might as well try something different. Is 77 just blocking? All right, let's look at this lap time here. He is about half a second to a full second faster than the rest of the field here. So now we start to see more people coming down. Let's see what that does for him in the long run, though. I kind of want to ride out with Caleb here, see how much he gains on these top two. Now, Brandon is still out on that same. Looks like Brandon, Wesley, and Gary are yet to pit. Austin Smith's in pits right now. And Brandon stays out. Wesley's coming in. Gary's coming in. So I wonder if Brandon's going to chew away this lead, but when he comes back out, he's going to have the freshest set of tires. So and now he is the last car. I believe he's the last car on fresh set or on that old lap tires. And then Wayne is still yet to pit. Austin Smith. Here he comes. There he goes. All right, so let's watch him here. Austin's the first car on a new set of tires. And there he is right there. So Austin just passed him. He's got to go all the way around. I'm sorry, according to this, Michael Smith's going to be in the lead. And he is. But he's running about half a second slower than Austin. So here comes Austin now. And there's Brandon. See, he lost a lot of time. And there's Corey right there in third place, right behind Austin. This puts him right back in this race. Michael Smith is yet to pit. This is your race winner, or this is your race leader right now. I believe they're one pit stop away from being done. Did Corey pit too soon, though? I'm just afraid if you give Austin that clean air, this race is going to be over. There's Brandon passing everybody. He's already back up to 5th place. Looks like he's about really 4 seconds behind, and he's gaining quick. So let's ride along with Brandon here, watch him pick his way through if he can. And then Michael Smith is still yet to pit. Looks like he's trying everything to get a caution here. But he's only 14 seconds ahead now, so he might be doing more good than or more bad than good. So here's Puss View as he comes up on Alex Campbell. And Alex is just gonna say, "Go ahead, man." That's a smart thing to do there. And look how far to Corey. And Corey was 7-8 seconds behind Brandon when he started pitting. That was 10 laps ago. So he quick pitted Brandon by about 8 or 9 laps, and this is what he got out of it, about a 4-second lead. And then ahead of Corey, you got Austin Smith. And Michael has finally pitted, so this is your leader. Let's see, staying out that long, let's see where Michael comes out. He's going to have some quick tires, but I just think he's going to be too far behind. And it looks like, unfortunately, he's going to go a lap down here. If you're in the chat, put your guess to win the race. Who do you think's going to win? Who did I say was going to win earlier? I don't think I said who was going to win the race. I think I said who'd win the championship. It was the guy in first place, Austin Smith. Although, I'm not going to say anything too soon because look who's in second, Brandon Puffenbarger. This guy is bad fast. He's fast everywhere. I mean, just looking at your top 10, all these guys are capable of winning a race. Austin Smith, Brandon Puffenbarger, Corey Crowell, Alex Campbell, Wesley Triplett, Gary Donnellan, Jeremy Carter, Brendan Stubbs, Caleb McKinney, Joshua Neal. I don't need to go on. All these guys can win races. It's just a matter of now, I mean, we've had 2 green flag stops. Pit strategy, keeping those tires, not burning those tires too quick. And it might come down to fuel mileage. I don't know where we're at with gas. But they've got, I mean, it's a one-stop race. They've got, oh, wreck. There's a wreck. Yellow flag. Wayne Garland, this changes everything. So let's go back and watch what just happened. All right, Wayne's leaving the pits here. It's going to be on the back stretch. It might actually be on the next lap. See, yeah, he merges safely. It's going to be on the next lap. Let's go watch. All right, let's go back a little bit. All right, let's see what happened here. Wayne's coming out. He goes low. He doesn't go too low. There you go. He hits the apron. Gets a little unsteady. Goes way up the track. And boom! Right in front of the leaders, too. And that'll be probably the end of the night for Wayne. So let's go back live. Do they pit? Do they not pit? Let's go. Let's go talk to Austin real quick. See if we can't get him. And I just wish they were a little closer because I can't quite reach him. I'm going to leave him alone right here, let him focus on his pit stop, if there is one. We're going to try and get a little bit different view here. I tried the blimp early in practice, and it's a little cloudy, so you can't really see all that much. Let's try that. You'll be able to see a little bit more. We'll be able to see a race on and off pit road at least. So here, pit lane's open. This is the first caution of the race. That is crazy. Ooh, Austin stays out. Does anybody pit? Wesley in. Gary in. Oh, no. You just wonder how many sets of tires they have left. Maybe that's part of the reason. I'm not going to ask him, but I am going to pull him in here real quick, if I can. Hey, Austin, this is Nate up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Nate. How's it going?
It is going good, especially for you and Brandon. Y'all are putting on a master class. What's happening?
Yeah, man. I think Brandon's got my number. He's just not making a mistake in 3 and 4 at all. I can't figure out his high entry and then getting it low. It seems every time I try to learn something from him, I get really, really tight in 3 and 4, and he runs away with it. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. I mean, I'm banking on another caution. I got another set in the pits waiting to go. We'll see.
Yeah, well, as you know, cautions do breed caution, so I think it's a good idea keeping a set for you. So we're pulling for you. Hope everything goes good, man. Good luck. We'll talk to you at the end of the race.
I appreciate it, Nate.
Some good people, man. You gotta, you know, I hate it because I just I want everybody to win. I don't know who to root for. Oh, Larry said pit 4 tires, Austin. So, I know that Wesley pitted. I think he was the first one to go down. So, and he is back in. We got Joshua going down pit road right now. So he's going to fire off 11th. Next time by, you'll get to see the choose cone for the first time in Season 3. It's pretty interesting to watch. Oh, just kidding. We missed it. We missed it. I'm sorry. Next time. If there's a next caution, we'll get it then. So Austin goes up top. Brandon slides in behind him on the top. Brendan Stubbs slides up in that first row. So it looks like you're starting at this restart. It's going to be Austin Smith, Brendan Stubbs, Brandon Puffenbarger, Corey Crowell, Alex Campbell, Caleb McKinney, Gary Donnell, and Jeremy Carter. And riding out your top 10 is going to be Casey Gross and Jarrett Larder. So here we go. We're going to fire them back up with just under 30 laps to go. There's just over 30 laps to go. What a start. It's a little hazy. Look at all those extra guys up on the outside there. Wesley's way back there. I kind of want to ride along with him, so we're going to go up and do that here in a minute. They pit, Corey pit back 20 laps ago. So, like Austin said, they only have one set of tires. So, in the long run, this could pay off. But they're going to have to stay out of trouble because Wesley's going to be coming. Wesley and everybody else is going to be coming hot. It helps a lot. Look at that, how good of a start Austin got. And it looks like they're just sitting there saying, hey, these guys are coming. Let's not fight with each other. Let's sit here, line up, try and get as good as a run as we can. Let's go back and watch Wesley and see what he's doing. Right now, he's behind that Casey Gross car. Casey Gross might also be on some freshies. I don't know. Wesley's going to make a move on the inside. The problem is by the time he wiggles through all these people, does he have any tire left? And Jarrett slides up in front of him a little bit. Wesley gets a little loose. He's going to go around the outside. And then you got the new driver, first race, Adolfo Castigo here. And slide up. Wesley gets a little loose coming on the outside. So he's making headway. It's a matter of how fast he's doing it. We don't have all that much time left, as it looks like he's going to try and go up top. Is Adolfo going to give him the room? He is. There's another one. They're just going to keep ticking. Wesley up to 9th. Austin and Brandon battling for the lead here. Like Austin said, you know, if he gets back in front, it'll be tough here. Brandon just kind of chilling, watching these two battle. Oh, Brandon just gets clear. Now he's got that clean air to drive away. Let's see what Austin does here. They're pretty much 3 wide back here, as Wesley's up to 8th. That's a 2-second gap. It's about 3 seconds from 10 all the way to first place, as Wesley goes on the outside of another one. Now those tires are heated up. He's ready to go. Passes Jeremy Carter on the outside. He's got Gary next. Goes on the inside of Gary. Let's just ride along with him for a little bit now that he's got these tires going. And this is what it's all about. You got one set of tires and a caution with 30 laps to go. Do you take the tires with 30 to go? Or do you hope for a caution? Try and catch these guys later in the race. Now he has all this dirty air to work through, though, and Caleb McKinney to get by. Let me tell you, Caleb McKinney is not an easy person to pass. Wesley has no problem, though, as he goes all the way down to the turf to do it. He passes him right here. Sets his sights on Alex Campbell. Alex Campbell having a good run up here. But your biggest mover of the race is still at 35 of Brandon Stubbs. Alex is putting it right on that blue line, trying to save tires. And look at the run he gets off of the turn. Alex is yet... Oh, Corey entered the pits. And Corey is in pit lane. So he'll go to lap down here. Alex was so close to making a pass there. Let's go watch this. Alex, like I was saying, he is still yet to win a Mars truck race. But I'm not trying to be the spoiler here, but look who's coming. It's Wesley Triplett. And Wesley's another one of those guys. He might have won a road course, but he got so close last season, excuse me. Got involved in an incident on the last lap. Now he's got Austin in front of him. And he pushes Austin out of the way. Alex Campbell's coming too now. Is he on a fresh set of tires? I think he might be. I think Alex might be on some freshies. Ooh, they're wrecking. They're wrecking bad. Who was it? Brendan. It was Brendan Stubbs. No. Brendan Stubbs and Caleb McKinney. What happened here? Hold on. Big wreck. Involving your leaders. Sorry, I got to go back and do this because I don't know how to work it yet. So it looks like this is the battle for 4th here. Going into it, they're just 3 wide. They get 3 wide. Brendan gets a little bit loose, maybe. Coming off of turn 3 and 4. He's got Caleb on his inside. He's got Cameron Combs on his outside. And he just goes too low. I think he just went a little bit too low there. Let's see if we can't watch it. It's not quite going to show it. Let's go. Here. I'm sorry. Let's go watch it from this. I think Brendan just gets a little too low on Caleb McKinney. He hooks that left rear, sends him shooting up the track. Yeah, it might have been a little bit of netcode as well. Might have been a little bit of netcode. Ooh, that's a little too far now. Go back. All right. Yep. It was a netcode wreck. Gotta hate it for these guys too. Without their faster pair, that's pretty much their race. And let's go live if we're hitting pit road. And I was right. Alex and Wesley are both on old tires. Brandon and Austin Smith are the first cars off of pit road. So now, you got 10-lap old tires, and you're 7 cars back. What do you got to do to get up there in time? Decisions, decisions, decisions. Are we coming to the choose cone here? I believe we are. Let's go to Limp. Alex, what's he going to do? Alex is not doing the choose cone lap. Not doing choose cone this time. Bye. Let's pull Brandon real fast and talk to him. If we can, we might not be able to. I can't quite reach him. I can put him in the... Brandon, this is Nate up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I'm trying to be quick. You're the first car on fresh tires. How do you feel about your position right now?
I don't like all the traffic I go through, but I know me and Austin will probably try to run clean to get through these guys real quick and then try to duke it out there at the end. But, well, anything can happen like that last restart.
All right, you've been super fast all race, you and Austin both, so we wish you luck here. Hope to be talking to you in the end.
Sounds good.
All right, let me put him back where he belongs real quick. That's fun doing that kind of stuff. I really enjoy it. Hope you guys do too. I know you can barely see the drivers right now. I'm trying to fix all that. All right, so you see the start-finish line right in the middle of your screen. That's where the choose cone's going to be. If they go below the blue line, they're picking on the inside. So here comes Austin right now. Austin goes high. Wesley goes low. And Brandon goes low. He's going to be the 4th car back on the low lane. So here they go. Here they come through 3 and 4. We're going to have 17 laps to go come green flag. Again, Alex is your leader here on this restart. Alex picks the restart as soon as it's in the restart zone, wherever he wants to go.
Green flag, green flag.
There's your green, green, green. Alex gets a great start. You got to wonder, he just got to get that clean air. He's never won in the Mars Truck Series or Wesley. These guys are both super hungry for a win. Wesley's going to put the bumper to him here. Pushes him up the track. Jarrett Larder is in third place. That's Alex's teammate here. And look at Brandon and Alex. Look at Brandon and Austin. They're there. Just like that. So Wesley and Alex are going to race side by side here. Austin Smith's in front of Brandon. Austin Smith has to get in front of 3 more cars. Because it looks like Jarrett's trying to side draft off that Wesley. I just don't know if it's going to matter with 15 laps to go and Austin Smith peeking on your inside. Looks like Austin Smith might shoot Wesley a bump here, try and get him in front of Alex. Let's just see how much these cars can hang on. And there goes Wesley falling back. You've got Austin Smith on the inside for the lead. Now Alex is trying to keep him by. Does he get clear here? He does, no problem. Alex is going to give him one more shot down here in 3 and 4. Let's see if he can. He doesn't quite get to him. He's right on that blue line like he needs to be. But yeah, look, with those old tires, he slides right up into the wall. Doesn't look like he has any damage though. Him and Jarrett, Freedom Motorsports, is running 3 and 4. That's a great night. Wesley Triplett behind him in 5th. Austin Smith and Brandon Puffenbarger back up in 1st and 2nd as they're getting pretty racy behind them. These two are teammates now. You've got Gary coming through. Is Gary on a set of fresh tires? Alex slides in front of Jarrett. Jarrett's pushing him down the front stretch. And here comes Gary on the inside of Jarrett. We've got a bunch of cars down in the pit. Oh, that's from the wreck. I'm sorry. And I just don't know if Gary's going to be able to make this pass with everybody he's going up against on the high line. Jarrett goes low. He's getting on that white. He's getting on that blue line. And Austin Smith and Brandon Puffenbarger are pulling away. Let's watch this. Brandon, look at him sitting there a lane up. He's 1 lane up just trying to maintain clean air. Because you saw when Austin got there, his truck was not as happy. So he's trying to keep that truck in clean air. Sorry, I'm yelling. I'm getting all excited here. And if Austin can keep this clean air, he's going to be hard to beat. I'm not sure if he won a race last year. Let me double check on that. Austin Smith did not win a race last season. So it's been over a season since he's put it in victory lane. Brandon Puffenbarger put it in victory lane back in Chicagoland on June 25th. Both of these guys have to be pretty hungry for a win here. Larry, I'm sorry, I just saw your comment. There's 9 laps to go here. 9 laps to go. Austin and Brandon are now 3 seconds ahead of everybody else. It's a 2-car race here. And Brandon's getting close. But if Austin can keep that truck... Ooh, he's on the line. If Austin can keep that truck in front of Brandon, that dirty air is going to use too much tires, and I don't think that Brandon's going to be able to pass him without using the bumper. Austin's doing a great job right now. He's doing everything he needs to do to stay in the lead. And look at them. They're going, shooting about 3 wide behind them. This is a race back here. I'm just scared we're going to miss something for the race win. Alex is in the wall again. Corey's doing everything he can to stay up there in third. And these top three work so hard to keep this league going. Corey Crowell, Brandon Puffenbarger, and Austin Smith. There's not a group of guys that deserves a top three more than these three. The matter is I know all of them want to win really bad. Who wants it? Who wants it the most? As Brandon gets close here, he's rubbing him. Austin sideways into the turn. They're getting real up close and personal. We've got 5 laps to go this time by as Austin shoots it. It looks like he's giving Puff that inside now. And it looks like Austin's starting to stretch that gap out a little more. Like I was talking about that dirty air. As they come to 4 to go this time by. All right, can Brandon get back up there for another shot? He's close. He shoots it high. And the caution is out. The caution's out. What happened? Hold on, let's go back and see what happened here. I'm not sure where the caution is. Alex. Was it Alex Campbell? I think it might have been Alex and Wesley. Let's see what happened here. Hold on. Oh! He almost turned upside down. No, you hate to see it. Does he get hit again here? Why did I... No. Man, you hate to see it. The guy was putting together a top 10 run. He's always up here, and then this happens. What happened exactly? It's him and Wesley racing, just trying to salvage what they have because they pit that first time. Let's ride along with him. Let's go this far, actually. Let's do this one. I'm sorry, I need to stop using that. So he slides in. He doesn't quite get to that blue line. Starts running up the track. Wesley starts giving him room, giving him room. It looks like Wesley got loose and turned him. So I'm willing to say that it was not on purpose. But you wonder how much damage Alex gets from that. Hopefully not too much. He's got some pretty significant rear end damage. But, you know, looks like he might not even have pit. So, or the pit lane's not open yet. Wow. After all this racing, we've got a green-white checkered for the finish, ladies and gentlemen. Just one. Just one green-white checker. We're not doing 3 anymore or unlimited anymore. We've got one time. We're going to stack them up and go. So, if they, you know, if a guy wrecks in turn 1 of the first lap on the green-white checker, we're done. If they throw the caution, we're done. So, does anybody have a fresh set of tires? Does anybody have any tires left? We're about to figure out. Even though Alex, he dropped 5 positions there. So let's see. Is anybody pitting? Looks like majority stays out. Oh, even Alex stayed out. So maybe he doesn't have any damage at all. Let's take a closer look at the car and see if we can't see any. He was turned up. He was turned backwards riding up against that wall. So if it was, it'd be on his left side, and I don't see anything. As we missed the choose. Let's see what we're looking at. Austin is up top. Below him is Corey. Behind Austin is Brandon Puffenbarger, and on the inside is Casey Gross. I did not remember that name. He might be new. Do we get a new racer to win tonight? In fifth, Adolfo Castillo, another new racer. And then you got Jarrett, our winner of race 1 from season 2. A green-white checker, guys. Can they hold on to it for 2 laps? And again, don't forget to stick around. We're going to be interviewing the top 3 here after the race. So, I'm excited. I think if I had to pick right now, I think Austin's going to get a good start here, and they're not going to catch him. If they do catch him, being teammates, what is Brandon willing to do? Is he going to move him, or will he push him to the win? Austin did not get a win last season, excuse me. Let's see what happens here. There's a start.
Green.
Corey gets a good start. Ooh, I think 77 missed the gear. There's no help for Corey on the inside. 0 help. And they're too wide. That's exactly what Austin wants to see in his rearview mirror. They're too wide for second place. Here comes everybody. Jarrett's looking on the inside of Castillo for 7th. Oh, hold on. I think they're wrecked. Are they still green? We're still green. I thought I saw some stuff back here. Yep. Oh, big wreck. He's upside down. That's the race. And the 26 car, Jeremy Carter, goes for a ride. I think that's going to do it. I think Austin Smith won the race. Yeah, this is the final lap here. It's going to be Austin Smith. Or is it Corey? I have no idea. What's Corey doing? I think Austin wins. What a ride for Jeremy Carter. We'll go back and watch it here in a minute. I just want to get this final. I want to get the final positions first, because I'm pretty sure Austin got the win, but I don't know. And we're right. Starting off just where we thought he would. Austin Smith, with a master class of driving, is going to win the first race of season 3. What a race. Wow. And there's your results. Austin Smith, Brandon Puffenbarger, Corey Crowell, Gary Donnell and Wesley Triplett, Casey Gross, Adolfo Castillo, two of the new guys, Jarrett Larder, Michael Smith, Joshua Neal, Jeremy Carter, Alex Campbell, Caleb McKinney, Brendan Stubbs, Wayne Garland, and Cameron Combs after that trouble he had early. What a finish and what a race for Austin. And here early, they do a demolition derby. So while they're doing that, we're going to go back and watch this wreck again. Oh yeah, look at that. There it is. So, right in front of Alex. Looks like this 82 gets a little loose here. So it all started right here. This is what I said. I was like, I think they're wrecking. This is what I was talking about. So he goes low. Jarrett's there. Then he goes back up top. Who is this? Joshua. Yep. Gets into the wall. Comes down. Still coming down, and there's just no room. And then you've got the 26 flipping on Alex's head. Let's watch this from Alex's view. Hold on. Golly, I hate it for the guy. He had a chance to win it all. So he sees this car in. Nobody's letting up. That 26 just doesn't know that he's... I don't know that he knew that Alex was there or not. Let's watch from his end. Alex is way up top. He thinks Alex is checking up for him, doesn't know he's there. Boom. And he's upside down, just like that. And he goes for a ride. I just want to make sure. All right, well, let's go see if we can't talk to some guys. Do we have anybody in the waiting room? Looks like we've got Austin. We have Austin. We're just waiting on Corey and Brandon here. I'd like to pull Corey first. Yep, there's Corey. Did you just see him? He's still doing his demolition derby. Here they are down there, having a good old time. Austin Smith's still down there. So we don't want to pull them while they're doing their demolition derby, because they're obviously focused on more important things. And the 77 car's got it figured out. That's what you need to do. You back into everybody, keep your engine safe, and Puff must have got knocked out. He's not out here. Austin Smith. Oh! What a race. And Gary is floating in midair. Just, I wish these guys would come to the interview, but they're just sitting here. Oh, I think Austin's done. Austin, you can't park there, man. You gotta move. You can't park there either. Go ahead and get him down. And I think that'll do it. Corey's upside down. They're going to go try and get him fixed real quick. He's doing barrel rolls. Austin Smith. Oh. Oh, update. We got Corey back on all four wheels. Are they in the booth yet? I'm going to just go ahead and pull them if they're here. They're here. Let's talk to Corey. Corey, this is Nate in the booth. You got a copy?
Dude, Nate, what's going on?
Man, not much. Top 3 for the first race. Not too bad. How do you feel about tonight?
Pretty good. I think all season, I don't think I got a top 3, so to come out here on the first race and get one, it was pretty good. I wish that last caution there, I wish that would have went out to the checker flag, but top 3, I'll take it.
Yeah, I wish you guys could have seen the wreck. It was gnarly. It had trucks upside down on the front. They had to throw it, but you started, what I'm showing is 13th. You were the second highest mover of the race. What did you do to get through everybody tonight?
Well, I messed up qualifying, and that set me back there. So I didn't really want to start back there, but I ended up doing it. After that, it was just kind of just being patient and trying to manage my tires. And then I had a pit stop that kind of went pretty good. And then from there on out, it was just execution.
All right, man. Well, you got anything you want to shout out, thank anybody before we let you go?
Yeah, I want to thank everybody, you know, in this league, coming out and supporting it. You yourself for doing the broadcast. I want to thank Chance for doing race control, and then just the team in general. Yeah, that'd be about it.
Yeah, we have a good time. I told the broadcast tonight, this is the best league I've ever been a part of, and we're happy for you to get that top 3 first race.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, man. We hope to talk to you next week.
Yep.
All right. Well, now we're just waiting on Brandon. Let's see if we can't get a hold of him real quick. Just give me just one sec.
You could probably pull him.
I don't-
I don't know if he's there anymore.
You ready for him? I'll pull him up. Yep.
All right. We're trying to get a hold of Brandon real quick. Hey, Brandon, this is Nate in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, you were one of the fastest trucks all night, and it looks like you just couldn't quite get the air that you needed. You couldn't get the start that you needed there at that green-white checkered to finish off in first. How do you feel about tonight overall?
Pretty good. Good showing for me. Usually Austin's the one dominating, not me, so that kind of felt nice, but it's always fun racing with him. But yeah, few little things we gotta clean up, but overall it was a good night.
Yeah, it was a great night. You and Austin were super fast. There was times where the two of y'all were 7 seconds ahead of third place, and it was just kind of a two-man show. We were wondering, what was going to happen. A lot of the time it looked like you were going to get the lead, and then something happened. He got in the front, and it just, maybe if we had that full green flag run there at that green-white checkered, something would have happened. But overall, you had a great race, man. Do you have anybody you want to thank?
Just for you coming on for the broadcasting, Chance for doing race control, and everybody for coming out. It's a lot of fun with these guys, and they always come back, so that's a good thing.
All right, man. Great race tonight. We hope to talk to you next week.
Sounds good.
Austin, you got a copy?
I got you, Nate.
All right, and we interviewed third, we interviewed second, and the guy I thought was going to win ended up winning it. Austin, how'd you do tonight?
Yeah, I did pretty good. I mean, I was just trying to go to school that entire race, just right behind Puff, just learn what he was doing, and he gave me a little trick, kind of middle of the race, and I was starting to figure it out. But man, if that last caution didn't come out on that green-white checkered, I think he was gonna get me. So I wish I could have seen it play out, but regardless, I'll take the win.
Yeah, we were talking about it up here. He started giving you a little bit of a push into the turns. I was wondering if you were going to hold on to it. He was going to pass you. We didn't know what was going to happen. It was so much fun to watch.
Yeah, it was getting a little intense, and I'm all for it, man. He was giving me everything I could handle. I don't think I looked at the track for the last 10 laps. I was constantly looking at my rearview mirror, just watching what he was doing, trying to figure out what I could do better. So, man, this was Puff's race to win, and somehow I stole it.
Yeah, well, you did great all night. You were up there fighting. I mean, like I told Brandon, y'all were 7 seconds ahead of P3 at one point. But I talked to you a little bit early in the race. I think about 30 laps to go, a caution comes out. About half of y'all go to pit, and then you, Brandon, and a few other guys hold on to those tires. What made you decide to do that?
Yeah, I kind of like what we talked about is cautions breed cautions. I figured we'd get another one. I think 30 laps was a little bit too long to go on my last set, so I was kind of making my bed. If we would have went green to the end there, I was screwed. So I guess it worked out, and got the W.
Well, the group of guys that we have in this league, a lot of them are really good, and it's really competitive. So what you have to have is you have to have that winning pit strategy. You had the winning speed, and you had the winning pit strategy tonight, and it ended up in P1. So you got anybody you want to shout out before I let you go?
Yeah, I need to thank everybody that shows up and races with us. We couldn't do any of this and have any of this fun if nobody showed up. So I really appreciate everybody that comes and races with us. Shout out to Puff. Like I said, he gave me some tips in the middle of the race, so I need to give him a big shout out. We went Midwest Motorsports 1, 2, 3 tonight, so love that. Need to give you a big shout out for taking on the broadcast responsibilities for this season. Can't wait to go back and watch, and give a shout out to Chance for doing race control.
All right, Austin. Awesome job tonight. You're starting out first in points, so hold on to it. Keep on getting wins, and we hope to see you next week.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Nate.
All right. Let's run through this top 10 one more time. We had Austin Smith with the win, Brandon Puffenbarger, Corey Crowell, Gary Donnellan, Wesley Triplett, Casey Gross, Adolfo Castillo, Jarrett Larder, Michael Smith, Joshua Neal, and then outside of that was Jeremy Carter, Alex Campbell, Caleb McKinney, Brendan Stubbs, Wayne Garland, Cameron Combs. So, a lot of stuff happened tonight that you can't expect. Cameron Combs, lap 1. He's one of the fastest guys we have in this league. He gets caught up in the wall and ends up being 39 laps down. Wayne Garland, he was fast, but he was a lap down. And then for the longest time, Corey and Wesley, they couldn't get past him. Brandon and Austin were 7 seconds ahead of everybody else. Jarrett Larder qualifies on the pole today, you know, and something happens. I don't remember who he got hit by, but he makes contact with somebody, goes into the grass, and spends the rest of the race trying to catch up. And then Wesley was really fast. I think he made the bad decision, or not the bad decision. He just made the wrong decision pit strategy-wise, but there's nothing you can do. It's just a risk that everybody has to take, and the risk that Austin took at the end of the race ended up winning him the race. So I think altogether, Brandon and Austin had a perfect race. The only thing that made a difference was Austin started out in front at that green-white checkered, and he took it home. So all in all, it was a great race. I couldn't be more excited for next week. Speaking of next week is going to be at Bristol Motor Speedway. This was my first ever broadcast. This was hectic enough for me. I can't imagine doing one of these at Bristol. So I'm excited. I'm happy to see where this season's going. We've got a great bunch of guys in here. And yeah. So thank you guys for sticking around. And we'll see you at the same